Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to another episode, or well, not to another episode, actually to the first episode of, well, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a playthrough or just a couple of episodes here and there or what's going on, but we'll figure it out as we go. As you can see, we are in the game. We are in the game Professional Farmer 2014, which is a successor to the Agricultural Simulator series. Has nothing to do with Farming Simulator whatsoever. And the reason that I'm making a video of this right now is because I have some prep work to do to get a Farming Simulator series together. I might actually, after I'm done recording this here, starting with the prep work and maybe even record an episode of Farming Simulator afterwards. I don't know yet, we'll see. As you can see, or maybe here also, I am using my G27, and for Farming Simulator I'm using the G27 in combination with my Sidewinder. The Sidewinder is going to be used to control all the implements and, for example, run the backhoe or the crane or whatever else. But this is not possible with this game, as far as I know. So, I can't do that. As you can see, I'm plowing the field here. I'm just about done. Once I'm done plowing, I'm gonna be continuing, and I'm not sure how detailed it is because honestly I do not have that much time and experience with this particular program. I would call myself fairly experienced with the Farming Simulator series, since I pretty much had the game since Farming Simulator 08. And I'll be honest, 08 I had as a demo first. And this game convinced me because I didn't think it was anything worth buying, so I really didn't want to spend any money on it. But I think this game was able to convince me within, well, not even a day. And there wasn't an English version, so I bought the German version of that game at the time. And yeah, the rest is history. I gotta say, this tractor handles rather nicely. What is a little bit concerned, or not concerning, but weird, is the amount of input that I have to give and how little the steering wheel actually moves. I mean, I'm doing now a full 180, and it definitely is a different driving than with Farming Simulator. There's not as much physics. In Farming Simulator, when I take the foot off the gas, then the tractor will roll a little bit. This one here comes to a dead halt. So that's a little bit weird, but oh well. And that's also the reason that I'm not sure if I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna make a complete series out of this, or if it's just something that I do every now and again. Gotta admit, the controls are rather, well, you have to get used to them anyway. And with Farming Simulator, I'm also thinking that once the series starts, I am going to have a cam on the controls, so you can see, yeah, you can see pretty much, you see the work that the tractor does on screen, and at the same time you will see me working the controls, and I don't know. See, the thing that I keep thinking about is I really don't know how much you guys will enjoy this, because I mean, it is farming in the end, and while I do love farming, I mean, I did it for a living down south, and ranching and farming, so we had cattle there on that ranch, and alfalfa fields, so you pretty much got to do a little bit of everything. But I just don't know how interesting this will be to watch. Now, of course, what I can do with this series, kinda like I did it with other series where I didn't think they were super interesting, namely ETS2. I can tell you about my life. I was actually thinking also about doing something like, I can't remember, I was one of the big YouTubers that did that for a while. Also an older guy, but he unfortunately, I don't know why, but he stopped doing anything. I haven't seen a video from him in forever. And honestly, so long that I forgot his name, but there was, for a while, he had a show going. Oh, by the way, what I'm doing now is called I'm Going Over the Headland. And the reason you do the headlands last is because you don't want to run with your tractor 15 times over an area that you already did, so you usually try to stay, oopsie. Let me think here. There. What you usually try is the headlands go last, so you try not to plow or rake or whatever you want to do. You do everything last, except of course for seeding. Seeding is a whole different process again. When you go into seeding, then you want to make sure that. Actually, I have to rotate the plow for this one here. Otherwise, I'm gonna start digging myself in. Unfortunately, that's not simulated anymore, just like it isn't with Farming Simulator, but we try to keep it as real as possible. But yeah, so the headlands go last, and the reason being is just, well, as you can see, there's it's virgin soil at this point, so we're just gonna keep going back and forth. Up until, actually, let's see if we have, yeah, nice working lights. There's one thing that I noticed with this game, which really bothers me a little bit, and that is the tractor, if you don't do anything with it, all of a sudden starts to move, which is, I don't know exactly why it does that, but it's a little bit annoying, to be honest with you. And I noticed that the input from the gas is not quite as fine as I would like it. There's Well, there is no just giving it a little bit of gas. It's either all or nothing, which is why you notice this crazy up and down on my RPMs. So even though I am using an analog input, it pretty much just takes a digital signal, which is 1 or 0, and so the rest has to be done with gears, which is not quite as realistic as I would like it, but oh well. Actually, one last go on this end anyway. And what we then do is we go all the way down on one side and then we come up all the way on the other side. You're gonna see that now. This is pretty much the end of it. I mean, the graphics are nice, for the most part. And the steering is indeed fairly, fairly sensitive. But actually, I'm just gonna go around here. But yeah, I just don't know, because farming is always a very long thing, and there's only so much I can talk about. So... well, I don't know how well you guys gonna like the series, so we're just gonna see, and depending on how you like it, and it might be more interesting with Farming Simulator just because I have more options in terms of machinery and things to do, because I have all... I mean, once it starts getting boring, I still can switch to mods. So... that makes a difference right there. And as you can see with this game, this is one of the things that I like about the game. I mean, there's lots of things that I do not like. But one of the things that I definitely like about the game is the fact that we have actually 4 seasons. So... well, Microfarmer, you will just have to watch the show, because I'm recording right now. And I completely forgot to set myself offline, which is... ay. My own fault, I guess. And at this point I'm thinking, I haven't done it yet because obviously I'm still recording, but I'm just kinda want to have you guys, to be a part of the thought process that is behind all this always. At this point I'm strongly considering recording a song for the intro myself. Me playing guitar and singing, just because, well, it's a very country thing, and I like doing it. And it gives it a little bit of a personal touch, I think. But as I said, I'm considering it at this point. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna do it. And guys, I'm gonna stop talking now, and I'm gonna see you guys again. Well, actually we are already at 19 minutes, so I might just call this episode done for now. Which is really not that interesting, because all you see me do was plow the field, but... And in a terrible way. No, I'm not driving back home. I'm gonna finish what I started, thank you very much. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode as much as it was enjoyable. I mean, I did a pretty terrible job here, but as I said, it's a little bit hard because even though I'm using analog input, it is no farming simulator by any stretch of the imagination, so... We'll see how that all turns out. So anyways, guys, if this actually makes it, I'm still not sure, but if this episode actually makes it online, then I'm gonna end it here, and I sure hope that you, well, enjoyed it somewhat anyway. And let me know what you think. I know there's quite a few people that asked me to do a farming series, so... But I'm just not sure if this is the right game or not. So guys, anyways, I won't take any more of your time. I'm doing now what the game told me to, and that's drive back home. Wow. Indeed, this is quite the speed that this thing gets. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me here on this first... Oh, look there. Were you gonna let me? Oh, thanks, buddy. That's nice. To buy a new field, blah blah blah. Anyways, guys, as I said before, I'm just gonna call this episode good here, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys either for another episode of this or for the first episode of the Farming Simulator series. If I get everything done, I might actually do after I record this here, or after I'm done recording, I might actually sit down and start preparing. Because, and you might not know that yet, but there is quite a bit that I have to do yet. So, yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching, have a great day, and God bless you.